This is 2020, which means we're watching something we have never seen before. Presidential election with several states too close to call, millions of ballots left to be counted. So here's where the race stands right now. President Trump has racked up 213 electoral votes. Joe Biden has 225 electoral votes so far. The question, of course, is who can get to 270, the number needed to win. 23 states have been declared for the president, 19 for Biden. But you see those gray states up there on the map. So many key battlegrounds still outstanding. Michigan, Georgia, Wisconsin, Arizona, and Pennsylvania.
And that's a live look at the votes still being counted in Philadelphia. Millions of votes still being counted across the country, George.
Let's take a look at the White House right now. That's where President Trump came out at around 2 a.m. declaring basically that he had won the election, that he was the victim of fraud, that his voters were being disenfranchised. He even threatened to go to the Supreme Court to stop the count, even though millions of ballots are outstanding. It was a false claim and an empty threat. The president is behind right now in the Electoral College and the popular vote. He can't go to the Supreme Court to stop the counting. There's days of countings ahead. Mary Bruce is with the Biden campaign in Wilmington, Delaware. She starts us off. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning, George. Well, this unprecedented campaign culminated in a very unprecedented night, and this is not over yet. This morning, this race is still very much up in the air, but that has not stopped President Trump from coming out and prematurely and baselessly declaring victory, threatening that legal action, while Biden's team this morning is promising to fight and guarantee that every vote is counted. This morning, the White House hanging in the balance with the race in several key battleground states still too close to call. But even though millions of votes still need to be counted, President Trump falsely claiming he won and telling the country he'll call on the Supreme Court to end the election. Experts say that would be an illegitimate move.
We were getting ready to win this election. Frankly, we did win this election. We'll be going to the U.S. Supreme Court. We want all voting to stop. We don't want them to find any ballots at 4 o'clock in the morning and add them to the list, okay?
The president has no power to stop legitimately cast votes from being counted, and there have been no signs of any foul play. The Biden campaign calling the president's remarks a naked effort to take away the democratic rights of American citizens. Trump did have a better night than expected, outperforming the polls once again and pulling in new voters. He's now projected to pick up Ohio, Texas, and Florida, critical wins keeping his re-election hopes alive, but he's still far from the finish line. And Joe Biden also has a clear path to victory, holding on to blue states Trump tried to flip, like Minnesota, and with a substantial lead in Arizona, a state that went red in 2016. Speaking to supporters after midnight at a drive-in rally in Delaware, Biden urging patience and projecting confidence without declaring victory.
I'm here to tell you tonight, we believe we're on track to win this election. It ain't over till every vote is counted, every ballot is counted.
Because of the surge in mail-in voting due to the pandemic, we've known for months that in many states it could take days to tally all of the ballots. And George, this morning, all eyes are now on that blue wall that Trump toppled in 2016, Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin. So right now, here's where things stand. Trump is ahead in Pennsylvania and Michigan. Biden has a very narrow lead in Wisconsin, but there's still a lot of uncounted votes out there that could tip these races in either candidate's favor. And George, right now, Georgia and North Carolina, those races still too close to call.
Yeah, we've seen that started to happen overnight in the Midwest. We saw Donald Trump go out to big leads in Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania. Overnight, they've closed in Wisconsin. As said, Biden is ahead, and it's closed in Michigan as well. We're still waiting for counts in Pennsylvania. So how is the Biden camp absorbing all of this? What's their mood right now?
Well, this is obviously not the way they wanted this night to go, but they are adamant and confident that ultimately this will end in their favor. They like what they are seeing in Arizona. They see encouraging signs, of course, out of Wisconsin that they are pointing to. So, George, they are confident, but they are also furious, calling the president's comments last night outrageous. They say they have, quote, legal teams standing by ready to deploy to resist his efforts to try and fight this. They insist those teams will prevail and are urging people to be patient. They say your vote will be counted, George.
It could take days. Okay, Mary Bruce, thanks very much. Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.